so happy to have you here. I'm looking forward to spending some time together today. We're going to work on some fun thrift flips. I've just got a couple of furniture pieces that I picked up at a thrift store that I kind of want to give them a little refresh and kind of a little makeover. So that's what we're going to work on today. I'm super excited to have y'all along with me as we work on these projects together. But before we get started, I did just want to take a quick minute to thank all of you so much for being here. It just means the world to me that y'all are here supporting me, and I've seen so many new friends join our little DIY family here. So I want to welcome all of you to my channel and kind of introduce myself a little, because I realize that I don't actually do that very often at the beginning of my videos. I just kind of jump into our projects. So my name is Alecia, and I am a full-time homemaker that loves pretty much all things creative. So if it's a creative adventure, I'm right there to do it. I'm gonna be doing it. And I really love DIYs, and oftentimes when I'm out shopping or I'm just in the home decor stores, if I see something and go, oh, I can DIY that, I will definitely come home and DIY it versus buying it in the store, because I usually save some money doing that. And so I hope that some of my DIY projects can just inspire you all to kind of jump out and do the same thing. So anyway, that's just a little tidbit about me. And I do want to thank all of you so much for being here. Your support means so much to me, because I am a brand new tiny little channel and a growing channel, hopefully. So all of you that have jumped on and are subscribing and liking and commenting and following along with me each week as we jump into one thing or another, one project after another, that does really help grow my channel, and it means the world to me. So thank you again for being here and for supporting me and helping me grow my channel. Y'all are the only reason I'm here, so thank you for that. And if you do like today's video, please give me a subscribe if you're not already. Hit that thumbs up, because it really does help me. It helps get me in that fun little algorithm that YouTube has going, and YouTube will show my videos to a larger audience. So please hit that thumbs up, and also comment, because I do love hearing from y'all. I love hearing your thoughts and your ideas on what we did in each video together. So anyway, enough of me rambling on and on and on about all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our fun thrift flips. Okay, y'all, so first off, it's bloody hot in the shop out here. It's so stinking hot. I wish we had a way to air condition. We've talked about putting a mini split in out here up on that wall behind me, because it would give us heat and air conditioning for both winter and summer seasons, because man, it's bloody hot out here. So anyway, I digress, little sidetrack there. I started sanding the top of one of the white tables, just because I kind of wanted to see what kind of wood was underneath that white paint. And y'all, it's looking like it's really pretty wood, and I think it's actually even solid wood. So instead of working my sander to death, I'm going to go ahead and just see if I can't strip the white paint off with something. And I don't actually have any stripper, but I have lots of oven cleaner, so I'm going to try the oven cleaner method and see if that works. So yeah, let's go try that and see what happens. Hopefully it's gonna work. Okay, so I got a coat of the oven cleaner on the tops of the tables, and I did a really, really thick coat. And I highly recommend wearing like a face mask or some type of ventilation when you're doing this, because it is pretty strong. And I didn't start out doing that, but then I put one on later. So I highly recommend that, and definitely wear gloves on your hands, which I did do. I started out that way with gloves. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it on now maybe 2 or 3 hours and see what happens and come out and check it. And I did decide that I'm just going to redo the top part because I think the legs and the skirt around the top, I'm going to just paint a solid black and then just stain the top piece. So I think that's what I'm going to do with those. And so I only put the oven cleaner on the very top portion of the tables. So we'll let that sit for a little while and come back out and check on it soon. Okay, y'all, so it's been about 2 hours, and I am going to just go do a little test scrape and see if our oven cleaner is actually stripping up the paint. So let's go do this and see what kind of results we've got. Okay, so y'all, this scrapey thing isn't working so well. I don't know if I just need a sharper scraper or what I need to do, but it's not working so well, so I might have to come up with a plan B and see what happens. Okay, y'all, so I did something that might have been dumb, might not have been dumb, I'm not really sure, but I was just really having a hard time getting the oven cleaner stripper stuff off of this wood, so I took it out to the front and watered it all off. And that may have been a bad idea. It might raise the grain on the wood horribly bad, but when it dries, we'll see. So, and I may have forgot to mention that if I did ruin these, it's not the end of the world, because I literally spent $25 on all 3 of those pieces. So I got them very, very inexpensive at that thrift store. So if I ruined them, oh well, and we'll chalk this one up for a what not to do when stripping furniture. So anyway, but it is getting very, very, very hot out here. It's 102 degrees. So I am going to go in for a few hours and cook dinner and just kind of cool off a little. I mean, I'm sure you can tell I'm crazy hot because I'm flushed as all get out. I'm sure I look like a big giant red tomato right now. But anyway, so I'm gonna go in, cook dinner, and then maybe later this evening I will come out and see if they're dry enough for me to kind of sand and possibly start, you know, just the next phase of working on these tables. So that's where we're gonna leave it for right now, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Well, they're not as bad as I thought they would be. They actually look pretty good. I mean, the grain did rise a little bit, but I think we can fix that with some good sanding. So let's go do that. So I think I've got these pretty well prepped and ready for me to stain the tops and then paint the legs and the skirting tomorrow. They actually turned out a lot better than I anticipated that they would. And so now I'm just trying to decide if I want to do, what color stain I want to do. Originally I was kind of thinking I would like to do like a black stain on the top part and then just do a matte black around the skirting and the legs. So that's my original thought, but the wood on them looks a little bit prettier than I thought it was going to look. So now I'm kind of thinking that I might just go over it with some poly. I'm gonna kind of sleep on it, decide, you know, try to decide what I wanna, how I wanna finish them. tomorrow. So I'm gonna call it a night, and I will see y'all in the morning. Good morning, friends. I hope you all had a good night. I'm excited to get started working again today on these tables because I came up with a whole brand new idea of what I want to do with them. It's a complete 180 change of mind, or 360 change of mind, or whatever that is. What's the right word? Anyway, I'm changing my mind. So I've decided, I came up with a fun idea to turn them into little game tables. So I'm going to put a checkerboard on the top of one of them and a tic-tac-toe board on the top of the other, and then we'll cut out all the pieces with just some fun scrap wood that we kind of have lying around the shop. So that is what we're going to do today. I'm very excited. I hope they turn out the way I envisioned. And I thought because these tables had little drawers in the front, that would be perfect to store the game pieces in when you're not using them, and then they could still be a functional tabletop when you're not actually playing a game on them. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get started. So for this step of our little project, I went ahead and cut out these reverse stencils on my cutter, and then I engaged Michael's help in helping me measure everything out so I could be sure and get it as center on these tables as I possibly could. These tables aren't square, so I won't be able to get it like perfect on each, all the way around 4 sides, but we're gonna get it close. So now I'm just going to start laying down these stencils, measuring them all out. I believe it was 2¼ inches apart from one another. So I'm just going to get these all laid out and get this part ready for me to go over with the stain. All right, so we've got that part finished. And now I'm going to move on to staining. But I did start thinking, in case some of you are wondering why I chose to do the reverse stencil the way, or the stenciling the way I'm doing, is because number one, reverse stenciling always gives you far more crisp, clean lines and fewer chances of getting bleed through in the final product, in the finished product. And then the other reason I didn't cut a traditional stencil is because my cutter will only cut 12 inches wide and I needed 18 inches. And I didn't want to have to mess with lining anything up. So that's probably the main reason why I chose to do the reverse stencil method with this. Now for my favorite part, we get to paint. And this is just my favorite part. I enjoy painting so much. So for this, I just made my own stain with a flat black paint that I thinned down, and I'm wiping it on pretty heavy with a brush, and then I will take a damp cloth and wipe off all of the excess to reveal the wood grain underneath. And for the skirting and the legs, I am just using a solid color, flat black paint. And I will just go around this whole table and paint all the legs and the skirting. Alrighty friends, so we got a lot accomplished this afternoon, like after all the Lowe's run and everything else. So I got the tables painted. I am super happy with how things are looking so far. Got all the X's and the O's cut out for the tic-tac-toe, got the pieces cut out for the checkerboard part, and so far things are looking good, things are looking fun. However, I'm still not done. So this project is actually turning out to be a little bit longer than I thought, and longer than I even anticipated it would take. I mean, you know, when I set out to do this, I thought, oh, I can do this in a day. No problem. Yeah, well, today's day 2 and I'm still not done. So I'm going to call it again tonight because it's late. It's actually 8 o'clock and I'm just ready to just be done for the day. So tomorrow we will pick up with, let's see, what will we be doing tomorrow? We'll pill up our reverse stencil, reveal all of that, and then we'll get to work on that round table. And I really feel like we're gonna be able to complete that round table just in a couple of hours, because I'm really not doing anything to it other than just painting the legs and the skirting around it. And then we're gonna take out that weird shaped thingy that was in the center and replace it with a round one, because I think that'll be a lot prettier. It'll just kind of look a little bit better with our decor. So that is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna say goodnight, and I will see y'all in the morning. All right, we're gonna start today's festivities off by peeling up our reverse stencil. Y'all, this is just so satisfying. I love this part. And I love just seeing the wood grain underneath just revealed by lifting it up. So cool. I love it. Then I'm going to head out into the shop and start staining all of our little game board pieces. I did the O's in just an antiquing glaze by Waverly. And then the X's, I'm actually going to do a dipping method with these. It's very, very messy, so I highly recommend gloves. So I just dipped these, and then I'm gonna wipe off all the excess with a soft cloth. And I will do this same exact step with all of our little checker pieces as well, the dark colored ones. I'm going to just dip them all and then wipe the excess off as well. Now we're going to move on to working on this cute little round table, and we're first going to start by just disassembling the whole entire thing. And again, I recruited Michael's help. He's such a great partner. I just love that he's always so willing to help me out. What a great guy. So we're just disassembling all of the parts off this table. And this is what it looks like after it's been disassembled, and I'm going to take that in and paint it. And while I'm doing that, Michael worked on the wood round that we're going to replace in the center. He just drilled in some pocket holes and got everything measured out center so that we can get this little table reassembled. Now it's time to reassemble this table. I just painted this table in the same flat black paint as I did on the two game tables. And then after it was all painted, I did do some distressing on it, and then I sealed the whole thing with some clear wax in the Waverly brand. Well, friends, we did it. We got these tables finished. Oh my gosh, what an undertaking. When I decided to give these tables a big old giant facelift and a makeover, I really thought I could do it in a day. That didn't work out as planned, but it was worth all the work and the effort and the time that it took, because y'all, I really love them. I think they came out great. I think they're gonna be a lot of fun. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna put them in the family room or where we're gonna put them, but I do think they're gonna be fun, and I think that we're going to enjoy them. And wow, what a transformation. We really made these tables look just completely different. They don't really even look the same to me, so it was fun, even though it took us several days longer than I thought it was going to. But yeah, they were fun. You guys will definitely have to let me know in the comments below what you think of how we transformed these tables. enjoyed working on these pieces with y'all today. These were fun. It was fun to just take some thrift pieces of furniture that I found and flip them and just kind of turn them into something completely different. We did definitely give them a complete overhaul and a whole brand new look. So I really like them. I'm happy with how they turned out. I'm still not exactly sure where I'm going to end up putting them in the house, but they're fun and I'm sure I'll find a home for them somewhere. So, or maybe I'll just sell them. I don't know for sure yet what I'm going to end up doing with them, but the round table will probably end up in my Hubbard's office because I think I can make that look kind of fun and cute in there with a big plant on it or something. So yeah, we'll just have to see. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really did enjoy spending time with y'all. I enjoyed having y'all come along as we worked on some of these DIY projects together. And I hope you guys will stick around because my next several videos up, I've just got a huge lineup of some very fun videos coming up, especially because, you know, I know it's just the beginning of August and summer is still in full swing, but I am kind of starting to think about fall a little bit. It's just fall and Christmas season coming up, and so I have a lot of fun fall DIY projects coming up in the future. And of course, Christmas is my absolute favorite. I tend to go a little crazy at Christmas time, so we probably all do, I'm sure. But yeah, so I hope you'll stick around and keep joining me each week because we are definitely going to start diving into some super fun projects. I have a great lineup of things coming your way. So stick around and hopefully I will see you all again next week. Until then, stay safe, be healthy, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Thank you.